We have the objective.
Deploying turret.
Hey, what's up guys, my name is Esther and welcome back to another episode of Dirty Bomb. Today I want to talk about my top 3 things I like the most about Dirty Bomb, as well as the top 3 things I hate the most about Dirty Bomb. So I'm gonna start with the 3 things I absolutely love about Dirty Bomb. I also want to quickly mention that I'm talking about the things that actually are like related to the game itself. So the extremely slow rate of which they do updates, the kind of toxic player base, that isn't like really the actual game itself, so I'm not really going to talk about that. That would both of course be 2 downsides, but I mean that's more because of the people who play this game and also the development team. So the first thing has to be maybe the biggest thing, and that is the movement, the smoothness of this game. For the people who've played this game, you all know what I'm talking about. This game is just so smooth, everything feels really well polished. Though there isn't like a huge element of parkour, there is a little bit of parkour which I really do like the double jump, long jumps, all that kind of stuff, as well as the movement. Also like the gunplay itself feels really well balanced and quite powerful. I really do like the gunplay in this game. I would say just overall the mechanics in this game are just really good. Then the second thing I really like about this game is the team play oriented style of this game. The meat and potatoes of this game are of course objective and stopwatch. Both game modes really focus on the team play, doing the objective and winning. Now we also have execution, which also focus a little bit on like planting the bomb and the team play on a round based system, which I don't really like too much because it's most of the time it just ends up like being a 8v8 or a 7v7 team deathmatch with rounds. So therefore I do like objective and stopwatch a lot more, and I just love that team play element, especially since the maps are kind of divided into multiple stages where you have to plant or repair or whatever in order to go to the next stage, which I just really like. As well as like the time limit, you start out I think with 8 minutes, and then if you defend 8 minutes you win, but if the enemy pushes forward you get an extra increase in time, I think up to 15 minutes, and that just really gives this game a unique element and focus on the team play. I also like that all of the mercs have this kind of synergy between them in order to work well. A team balanced with like a few NGs, a few support mercs and a few medics, that works the best. You can't go all in with all medics or all support, that doesn't work as well, so I just really like that team play focused gameplay of this game. And the final thing I absolutely love about this game is the actual loadout system. At first I wasn't a huge fan of it because I was used to other FPS games that have this like class system where you just can pick a gun, pick a few attachments, some equipment and stuff. This game doesn't allow you to do that. You can pick a merc and you can pick a range of 9 available loadout cards, and all of these cards have a set of weapons as well as augments. That's it. You can't really customize it any further, but I do really like that, and I think it makes for a really balanced game overall. Since everybody has access to the same cards, nothing is really like overpowered or a lot better than other things. Yes, there are a few cards that are slightly better than others, but most of it depends on the playstyle you're used to or you want to play. Also the loadout card system allows for like this card collecting game within the game itself, which I really do like. I really do like the system where you can earn credits and cases, open them, get really excited whenever you see a silver, gold or cobalt. And I think it's just a really unique thing that no other real game that I know of at least has the same kind of mechanic. I just really like it. Would it be cool if this game had like just weapons where you can pick attachments and your equipment? Yeah, probably, but I think we are stuck with the loadout system. I mean, it has been in the game since the start, really, and people have spent so much money on the cards that they really can't get rid of it now. And I think most people are getting used to it and actually do love the system in this game. So with all of the positive things out of the way, let's move over to some of the more negative things I have to say about this game. So the first thing that I absolutely hate about Dirty Bomb is the really bad balance. I'm not talking about the merc balance. I feel like overall the balance balance of the mercs and the weapons and all that kind of stuff is really good. All of the mercs are viable, especially if you know how to play each merc. But I'm talking about the team balance, the matchmaking itself. Not so much ranked. Ranked is a little bit better just because you of course have an elo behind scenes, I guess, that the matchmaker will pick and create the teams based off. So that is kind of balanced. But the matchmaking in just casual play, which 90% of the people actually play all of the time, especially now since ranked of course is down, it is really bad. And unbalanced teams are at the order of the day. I would say that 80 to 90% of the games you play are quite unbalanced. And I know a lot of people will give me shit for this, just say, oh dude, you just suck, get better. No, it is really annoying when you are level 56 or something and you get teamed up with all sub-level 10 players against people that are all level 20-ish and a few level 10 players. That is just really retarded balance, and I'm not sure if there's actually even a balance system in it. Also, the team shuffle thing is absolutely horrible. It doesn't really work, it doesn't really do anything. I've seen literally games get shuffled in the exact order they were in already, but just flip the attacking team to the defending team and vice versa. A lot of people will say that this is because you need to play minimum level 10 servers. Minimum level 10 servers first of all have also people that are just ridiculously bad, that have no clue how this game works. Also, it takes longer to find the game. They don't have 8v8 matches, which I really do like. Minimum level 20, yes, those are better, but those are really rare to find. Again, no 8v8, and overall just takes too long to find a match. And I just overall don't like the balance in this game. So hopefully this will be fixed with the casual matchmaking. I really do hope that this will get fixed with casual matchmaking, because it is definitely my most frustrating thing about this game. The second thing I really hate about this game is the crafting system. This is the system that replaced the old trade up and trade in system, which I really liked, and I really don't know why they actually changed it to the crafting system. Yes, it wasn't perfect, but the change to the crafting system is just so radical, and it's kind of bad. With the old trade up system, you had a sense of progression. You could go from bronze to silver, gold, cobalt, and you could keep cards that you really liked, and the cards that you don't like you would use in order to trade up to the next rarity. That was a lot of fun. Really, it made you feel like a progression. It felt awesome getting like bronzes, just because those were really nice trade up material. Now unfortunately with the crafting system I don't really get that sense of progression, getting rewarded with bronzes, silvers, golds, just because they aren't really that useful anymore. Honestly, with the new crafting system, silvers and golds, crafting them is just absolutely pointless because you lose so much credits and fragments on them. It's not worth it. Bronzes, yes, they still are worth crafting just because they have all of the augments and are quite cheap. And cobalts are of course the highest thing you can get. So they are definitely the thing you want to go after if you play a lot. Even to get one cobalt for your favorite merc is just a really nice thing to have. But in general, I dislike the crafting system, and I really do hope that they still are going to change the system. And then the final thing, because this is a free-to-play game, all of the mercs need to be bought, and I think most of them are 50,000 and a few of them are 30, maybe 35,000, not 100% sure. Getting credits can be quite grindy, though not impossible. If you play quite a lot, getting a single merc every week or 2 weeks is definitely possible. Now luckily there is a system where every 2 weeks you get 3 mercs for free, and this is called the free rotation. Unfortunately, these 3 mercs are identical for all players, meaning that for instance when Vasily is in the free rotation, all of the noobs will go and pick Vasily, and they will all suck. Only a handful of those players will actually be useful. Most of them will absolutely suck, sit back in the map, try to snipe, get maybe 2, 3, 4 kills, 20, 30 deaths, not doing the objective whatsoever, not even throwing the heartbeat sensor, which would actually be kind of useful, but just be absolutely useless to the team. Whenever Thunder is in the free rotation, everybody is throwing nades out. It is just like a white screen all of the time. When Nader is in the free rotation, it's just Nader spam hell. I just really dislike the system as it is currently. I do like the idea to have like 3 random mercs for free every 2 weeks, and it definitely gives people the opportunity to play a merc before buying them, either with credits or real life money. But I think it would be a much better system where 3 random mercs are awarded every week or 2 weeks, but random for every single person, meaning that I could get a set of 3 different mercs than for someone else playing the game. In my opinion, that would be a much better solution, because then you wouldn't have that Nader spam, you wouldn't have the Thunder spam grenades and the useful Vasily weeks. I can't really imagine that would be too hard to add in. Maybe they could even take this a step further, and let's say if a player uses a lot of medics, favor the medic mercs in the free rotations. So let's say I play a lot of Aura, then they will shove in Sawbones, Phoenix, sparks in the free rotation more often than other mercs to kind of suit your playstyle. That's just an idea. Overall, I think the free rotation currently, though it is a good idea, it is really bad implemented because it's the same for everybody. And because of this, it ends up being like a spam of which whatever merc is the most favorite merc in that week. Usually, it is also the most annoying merc. I mean, I don't mind everybody running around as Sawbones, that's definitely cool. But everybody running around as Nader is annoying as fuck. So those were my 3 most liked things about Dirty Bomb, as well as my 3 most hated things about Dirty Bomb. Like I said, I'm not talking about toxic players or the slow development, those are definitely bad as well. And there are more things I like about Dirty Bomb, and of course are more things I dislike about Dirty Bomb. But these are the 3 things, or I guess 6 things that came to mind. Also I want to quickly mention that I still accept gameplay footage for the intro, so if you want to do that, there will be a link in the description, just check out that video, as well as the montage I mentioned, I think a week ago or something. That will take a little bit longer. The gameplay I have on my hard drive is quite a lot worse than I expected. I guess my standards back then were a lot lower, so I'll need to kind of watch all of that footage and throw away all kinds of shit that isn't really montage worthy, so that will take a little bit longer than I was hoping. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. Definitely do let me know what your preferred things of Dirty Bomb are, as well as the things you really hate about Dirty Bomb. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one.